Alright guys, so I'm back in my base. Sorry about that pause. I thought I hit the wrong button for some reason. Back in my base, it's only been like 4 or 5 minutes. I couldn't find anything interesting. Kind of got tired of doing that. So there's a few things that I need to get done. First of all, I've just gotten done taking care of my bees. Just taking a look, making sure things were going as planned. And they seem to be going just as I wish they would. My unwaries are doing very nicely, and then my Meadows Queen is still here, and I just bred this guy with a unwary princess, or unwary drone, apologies. Yeah, so I'm going to clean up my inventory just a little bit, because I do have some junk. But yeah, so, thinking about things that I need to do, one of the things that I've really been focused on needing to do is getting a good animal farm. So this means I need to get a few other farms. So this chest is already full. Jeez, I'm gonna start actually managing this garbage because I've got a lot of it. One thing you guys are probably already aware of me, or already know I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and talk about it anyways, though. So I'm gonna make another barrel, 2 barrels actually. One for all my netherrack, and one for all my dirt. There, a little more breathing room. Can actually just throw that. I have also looked into some of that stuff. Cool. So one of the things. Ooh, you know what? I've got 8 of these now. I might look into doing something good with that. Felling turtle needs to stay with me. Let's see. Buckets, felling turtle. So I'm just cleaning up my inventory like usual. But still, thinking about things I need to do. I need to get a proper mod farm. Already talked about that. Animal farm, I should say. But it kind of seems like I'm at a point right now where I actually need a lot of different farms. I need a flax farm. I need a flax farm, wheat farm. Basically, all the types of farms, flax farms, wheat farm, and animal farm. But I think we can go ahead and at least kind of get started on the animal farm. Thinking of things, or other things I'm going to need. Yeah, I think I've got it all. How am I doing on gold? Yeah, I think I'm at a point where I want to make something pretty cool from another mod. The mod that I'm thinking of at the moment is a Cooling Exchange 3. If you noticed my observation earlier, you probably know what I'm going to make. I'm just going to come over here and fuel up my my machines, or my engines, so that they can get my smooth stone cooking. I don't know why I'm using wood, I just don't need them to be on for really that long, so no point in wasting energy. Soon I'll get a better energy system for this, because this is actually quite inefficient. But I have a lot of nether exploring to do, and I'm not quite prepared for it, if you ask me. So, while that's smelting, I'm going to kind of tell you guys my plan. I've got 8 of these shards of minium. I'm going to grab a piece of gold, 4 iron ingots, and let's see what else. I'm going to go ahead and grab, or get started on the stuff I'm going to need for all these different farms. I've got tons of redwood. So I'm going to be using my redwood for sticks, and I think another stack of fences would be perfect. And then I'm thinking maybe, like, I don't know, because of my design that I like, let's do a lot of fence gates as well. Because I actually have a special fence gate design that I like using, that I actually, well, I shouldn't say this, but I actually got the idea from someone else that was a great idea, really, and I'm going to use it because it was amazing. There's someone else with someone who plays on my server, by the way, so I don't think I just like stole it from some YouTuber. So if I take my stone, 4 stone in the corners, 4 iron ingots here, and where did my gold go? That was weird, I could have sworn I had gold. Oh, there it is. Good thing I looked. and my gold ingot in the middle, I get an inert stone. The inert stone by itself is pretty useless, but the inert stone is brought to us by Equivalent Exchange 3. Now if I get this inert stone and surround it with 8 of these shards of minium, I get a minium stone. Pretty nifty little guy here. You see it's got a cool looking overlay, and the overlay will basically tell you if I can transmute a block. And you'll see that there's in the lower right hand corner right over here, there's actually like another picture of the minium stone, and that picture of the minium stone tells you what you can transmute the log into, so, or transmute the item into. So here, for example, I have a I had a log, and it was a oak log. Well, I want to transmute it into, or I transmuted it into a spruce log. Now I want to transmute it back into an oak log. I can change what mode or what I change it to by toggle it using the G key. Hit this again. I have to rotate it. No big deal. And that's pretty cool. I can do the same thing with planks. So if I wanted like a different colored border or something, I don't understand why it resets after a few. Not too big of a deal though. I'm gonna transmute all these. Oh, I see what I did. I accidentally hovered over the door. But you can see it can transmute. That's basically what it does. But another really nifty feature is if I hit the C key, it's also a crafting table. But taking a look, I'm actually going to go back inside before I get eaten alive later on. It's not nighttime right now. If I take a look at the uses for the minium stone, there's like 76 pages or so of recipes with it. Now, of course, there's the Miss Peripherals recipes, but 75 pages, close enough. It was a guess. You can see there's all these transmutation recipes, and you can see I make obsidian and other stuff like this. I waited until about this point in the game to make this for a reason, and that's because I didn't want to be overpowered too early, if that makes any sense. I didn't want to have certain tools earlier than I personally think they should be acquired. But you can see there are so many recipes. It's silly. A few potential exploits added by this as well. Like for example, I can take my blaze powder that I've been getting from the cinder pearl pods that we've been finding in the desert. I could take those, turn it back into a blaze rod, and then pulverize the blaze rod for 4 blaze powder, and then turn those 4 blaze powder into 2 blaze rods, and then from 2 I can make 8, and it gets out of hand. I think 8. I didn't really think about that. 8 dust. But you can see there's also a nice recipe to get basalt cobblestone out of cobblestone. This is a nice new feature. Basalt cobblestone, of course, being from Red Power 2. And just a few other recipes here and there. For smelting, for example. But that's pretty much it. Also a recipe to turn stone into cobblestone, but not a recipe to turn cobblestone into stone. Fortunately, that is not a thing right now. One of the other cool things is I could turn gravel into sandstone, and vice versa, which is kind of nifty. But really the reason I wanted this is because of the portable crafting. That's actually pretty much the big thing behind it. Transmuting is nice and stuff, but I'm going to avoid it for this series just because it can get a little bit out of hand, in my opinion. I mean, it just depends on who it is, obviously, but for me, it can get quite out of hand if I let it. One of the cool things, though, that I am going to transmute, because I think it's a bit unfair, the vanilla method of getting them, is I'm going to transmute my pumpkin seeds into melon seeds. Or pumpkin seeds into melon seeds. I thought I said that wrong for some reason. And you see, each time I transmute, it takes damage on the minium stone. The minium stone, if I take a look, I cannot remember. I think it has, yeah, there we go, 1,520 uses. It's configurable, but mine's whatever the default is. So yeah, taking a nap now, and now that it is daytime, we're going to take a look at some farming. I'm probably going to start off with the mobs, just because it's going to be easiest. I'm going to grab, I didn't, by the way, get more marble. I didn't really see a point in it at the time. Now I'm sitting here thinking, man, this floor would look a lot better if it were marble brick, but whatever. It'll look fine like that. I'm going to find a place to build this monster farm. I almost said monster farm. Cows are not monsters, they're animals. Might look over here in this area again. I really love this area right here. To be completely honest with you, I think it's an amazing area. This bag has proven very useful, by the way. I'm gonna cut down this tree and probably do a little bit of terraforming here. Maybe, I think you maybe take out these 2 layers, like this layer and this layer. Flatten things out a little bit. Put a farm here for cows and probably sheep. Probably actually a few different mobs. Any mob I could find, in all honesty, would be great. So you're probably wondering how I'm going to get my mobs here. Well, you might be. Maybe not. I don't know. You might think, oh, you're just going to use a vanilla method of getting them here with the wheat. Or you might be thinking, oh, you've got a portal gun. I know what you're going to do. Regardless, you might not. So hear me out. What I'm going to do after I get this down is I'm going to go just find the mobs. That's all I've got to do. I don't have to really do much more than that. Once I find the mobs, find the animals. I keep on saying mobs. I really just need animals. It's not mobs in general. Once I find all the animals I'm looking for, I am going to let's see, 14. Why not? And then this direction will do that. Inventory tweaks to the rescue. Nice, nice, nice. Double fence gate. Oh well, it'll be fine. So I'm just going to extend this out just a little bit. And the design of door that I'm talking about is actually really cool for for animal farms because of the fact that it keeps mobs from getting out, but it makes sure you have a way to get out pretty easily as well. I mean, you can always find a way out. But this guarantees your way out. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually pillar up just a little bit. I'm thinking maybe right here is just enough. And then I'm going to put a portal here. That's all I got to do. Put a portal right there. And what I'm going to do is go out and find some animals. And I'm going to shoot them through my dark blue portal. And what's going to happen is when they fall through it, they're going to plop themselves right here. And guess what? They can't go anywhere. So I can also, I don't know if I've displayed this feature yet. I hope I have. I can also grab mobs with G. Works with blocks as well. But yeah, so I'm going to grab this chicken. Oh, why did I do that? That was not very smart. Let's put a portal back on that. And you can zoom in by middle clicking, by the way. I'm going to do this. So I'm literally just going to be portaling mobs into my farm. Quick way to get a lot of mobs into your farm without much difficulty, unless you're a cow. In which case you grab it and you make it go in the portal anyways. So this will get us a nice start on our farm. Don't be difficult. There's actually very few mobs I don't want. None that I can think of actually. There we go, sheep. This was the last thing that I was really hoping to find. A few of at least. Even one's enough because it would regrow its wool, but a few would be better. I hear another one. Okay, there's a few. Good. You can live today, chicken. Great sheep. Good enough for me. I'm not racist. Just kidding about that last part. Actually, I'm not just kidding. I'm not racist. The just kidding part was about the fact that I made a joke about racism, but it wasn't really necessary. Yeah, I think that's it. So I'm going to jump to my own portal, and it's cow crazy. Not really animal crazy in general. But this is a good thing. This is what we wanted. Sheep and other animals. So yeah, might look into, wait, I don't think I have them, do I? Let me see. I don't want to double click on you. Nope, I don't. Shame. I should install that. I probably will. There's a mod on the server, because I'm using the Direwolf pack, but there's a mod, it's a nifty mod, called Obsidian Pressure Plates, that is basically a player-only pressure plate. And I really kind of wish I had it, because I would put that in front of the fence gate here. So yeah, for now this is looking pretty good. This episode's getting very, very long, but you know what? I'll let y'all have it. Probably since when I upload this, it'll be a Saturday or Sunday. Probably Sunday. It'll give you guys a nice Monday morning type thing, because I'll upload it Sunday night. It'll give you guys a nice little Monday morning present, I guess you could say. What I'm going to work on, actually, is... I might just... I've got to think. I've got a lot of potatoes over here, and I'm not going to use them, really. Not this many. I think what I'd like to do is remove them and plant seeds in their place. I'm being very careful to not sprint here because it can be pretty annoying. The only downside of seed bags is they don't stack. So, pardon the train, geez, this is what happens when you record at 1 in the morning with your windows open. The only reason my windows are open is because it is really hot for some reason. Don't ask me why, it's January and I live in freaking Nashville. Doesn't even make sense. I can't even begin to explain why I don't understand this. I'm just gonna place a nifty little chest here, and we're gonna put our seed bags there, and a few other seed things that I want in here eventually. I've got my 8 wheat here, so this is going to grow over time. I'll toss a few of these in here. I got one, baby, not bad. And there's actually a few mods that I thought I had on here that, or I should have on here that I don't. There's another nifty mod made by one of the sectional moderators on the Minecraft forums, called Chicken Shed, and what the mod does is basically, it's actually very realistic, and I don't even understand why this isn't in Terra Firma Craft. It basically allows you to, or makes it so that chickens randomly shed a feather, usually at the same, it's something close to the same frequency as they lay eggs. And it really makes sense, because that's kind of how chickens work in the real world. They don't have to die to lose their feathers. I mean, they do lose feathers when they die, or they do generally get plucked at least. But they certainly also leave a lot of feathers around just walking around. I mean, they're chickens. They shed their feathers literally all the time. So I might install that way we don't have to kill all our chickens. I'll probably still kill them. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I might kill them anyways and just not install Chicken Shed. But let's take a look at our manual, the bees we've been doing manually real quick, and I'll probably end the episode here because it is getting pretty long. Got a nice little mob farm set up though. That's going to be pretty nice and useful for us later down the road, especially when it comes down to us needing leather and stuff for books. So I want to show you guys something. When you have a bee, a drone, only drones, that stacks like this, these are stacking. It means that they've both got the exact same traits that were made at the exact same time, and basically the conditions are as alike as they can possibly be. This is good. This means we've pretty much, from an observation point, without a beealizer, from an observational standpoint, we've pretty much got a purebred or something close to it, or at least something where it's not we're pretty much not going to be changing the type of our bee. We've got whatever bee we've got now is what we're going to be keeping. Here, we don't really have that situation now, do we? Sometimes these would stack, but no. Oh, I don't want that. I want this. Meanwhile, oh wow, you're on Wary too. Nice. This is going really fantastically, actually. I want this to stay meadows, actually. Why does that do that? Inventory tweaks frustrates me when it does that. I mean, I like inventory tweaks a lot, like too much to play without, really, but it kind of frustrates me when it does that. But yeah, this is good. I'm going to still keep an eye on these before I just let them loose. Yeah, next episode, expect me to get into some turtle mining. You might be asking what I mean by turtle mining, and what I mean by turtle mining is mining using turtles. Our nifty little turtle here, our felling turtle, can be repurposed for things other than just cutting down trees. As you may expect, as a mining turtle, it can, well, you may have guessed it, mine. This is actually really cool. I love this so much. A nice way to drop down on my animals. I actually don't even need that. Well, I do because I need a way out, but still, this is really cool. So yeah, I'm definitely going to get into some turtle mining so that I don't have to mine all the time. My turtle can do it for me at the cost of some fuel. Might look into some other things, maybe get into some railcraft, some definitely some stuff in regards to the nether, because the nether, I need a lot of stuff done in the nether. As far as, I really just need to get a lava pump there. You guys may not know about these, but there are ways to pump out lava in the nether, and what we want is to find a big lava lake and pump it all out. Because lava is a way better energy source than coal for steam right now. So yep, this video is plenty long, so I'm gonna cut it here or end it here, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. And yeah, next time we'll look into some turtle mining, maybe some nether lava pumps and some other really cool stuff like that. Talk to you guys later. Thanks.